I'm so excited. I feel like I haven't been here in so long, and I haven't. It's been about a month since the last video. But thank you for coming back to my channel. It's your girl Gigi the Cocoa Queen. If you see me look down a few times in this video, it's because I literally wrote down how I want, my points to go, because I can trail off, I can go on a tangent, and I also have pregnancy brain, and I just be forgetting what I'm talking about in the middle of me talking. So I just wanted something there for me to reference to if I get a little sidetracked or off balance. Okay, so as you can tell from the title, the video is going to be more so on the girl talk side, unless of course you're a man who is supporting a pregnant woman, whether you're her father or brother, depending on the situation, maybe still the ex-lover, but either way it goes, appreciate y'all too. We need y'all. And I'm gonna get into it. Before we do, I'll get into that. Before we do, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, because I'm trying to get this channel to grow, y'all. Okay, like the cash flow, we're trying to get this to grow. It is springtime, new beginnings, so do your girl that service, please. Now before we also get into the actual topics, I have 5 main points for y'all, so it ain't gonna be too long. Before we get into that, I do want to say that I am still currently going through this process. I am currently pregnant still. This breakup is pretty fresh still on my part. So, yeah, I'm taking this advice as I pass it along, because some days your girl is not fully there, But that doesn't mean I don't know what I should be doing. And a lot of times we all do, and we just don't, because we get caught up in the feelings and the emotions of things, and temporary stuff, temporary shit, and we have to think of the long run. So that's why I don't want anyone to feel any kind of judgment. I ain't judging nobody. I'm not holier than thou. I'm not better than none of y'all, okay? I'm going through it, sis. So my first point is to feel your feelings, okay? I didn't create that saying, but feel your feelings. Feel your feelings. Any feeling, feel them. Feel them, because I can personally say that is the step I try to skip through the most. I don't like to feel hurt. I'm sure, most people don't. But for me, it's really like, because I've avoided, situations where I could have myself be hurt, I grown accustomed to not having to feel hurt in romantic terms, in romantic relationships and things like that. Obviously not all throughout life, but I don't like being hurt at all. I don't. Heartbreak in me, it's not a cute thing. It's really triggering for me, because it usually ties back to the same lessons and the same cycles that I need to learn from, but also to deeper things, like separation anxieties and fears of rejection and things like that are tied to, like daddy issues when I was younger, and stuff that I've healed a lot from over time. But you're never done growing, and sometimes it takes certain situations for you to realize that, ooh, you probably didn't fully heal from that. You were just running away from that, right? So the thing is, feel your feelings. If you're upset, be upset, girl. If you're sad, be sad. If it doesn't bother you, be unbothered, because you don't have to be shamed into feeling like you have to play a certain role because something happened to you and you should be upset at this person because people are going to look at you crazy if you're not upset. No, if you're not upset and if you unbothered, you unbothered, but feel your feelings. Me skipping through them didn't help at all because a lot of mine were on the anger side and hurt side and feeling betrayed side and things like that, and it's like I just try to like let me just focus on the good aspects. Let me focus on parts of he and I that we did connect on and it was positive and, you know, befriended on, and, you know, things like arts, music, etc., and conversation and laughter and child. Because it hurts still inside, and you start to manifest those feelings that you're not feeling in other ways. So for me, suppressing, you know, the anger part and the hurt part and whatever, it was just coming out more emotionally. It was a lot more tears. I'm talking about I couldn't sleep, y'all, for some days. Okay, your girl couldn't sleep, girl couldn't eat. But it's not because it had to come out that way. It's because the angry side of things, I just kept, you know, throwing under the rug and like, yeah, I'm not about to entertain that, but entertain it. You know, feel your feelings. You don't have to act irrationally. You don't have to, you know, go through with the evil thoughts in your mind. You don't have to put the actions behind them, but let those thoughts flow and feel them and just process them and deal with them as they come, okay? Because you're gonna have great days, and then you're gonna have some days where, you know, it falls back into the not so good. My second point is, and it stems from that, is to be kind to yourself. Now, again, everyone's situation is different as to why, you know, you're single and pregnant. But if it does have to do with the relationship breaking up and things like that, we always go into the blame game, whether you're blaming the other person or yourself. But if you find yourself, you know, blaming yourself and just having regrets and all of these things that don't serve you or your beautiful child that is coming to this world, be way more kind to yourself. Because even if it's a situation where you do take accountability and responsibility for the relationship breaking apart, that doesn't mean you have to beat yourself up for it. That just means that you acknowledge the role that you played, and you acknowledge the lessons that you have to learn, because it's either a blessing or a lesson. Of course it's gonna hurt, you know, especially if it is your fault. It's going to hurt, but you have to know that it's not the end. And if that person is for you, as long as you're doing your part and you're being your best self and you're continuing to grow and you're, you know, putting the action behind the words, that will happen if it is supposed to happen. If you're doing all those things, and you shouldn't be doing those things for that to happen. No, you should be doing those things just to foster your growth and to become a better person. But if that's the result of that, then of course, congratulations, that's what's going to happen. And if that's not the result, it's still congratulations, because all you did was make yourself a better person. You learned from those lessons. And the next person that comes around, because there are billions of fish in the sea, y'all. The next person that does come around, you're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do. You're going to know, you know, how to feel. You're gonna know how to move. You're gonna know that it's time. Because if it was your fault, that means it wasn't time for a relationship. There are things that you need to work on within yourself. And again, I'm talking to myself, y'all. Okay? There are, especially in the demise of my relationship, I did really notice, like, wow, this is how you react to certain things being said to you or certain things being done to you, that I may not have experienced with another person, so it didn't really come up. But now that I know that, I can put that on the list of what I do feel like I deserve and what I do want out of a relationship and in my partner. So it's just fine-tuning, and we're fine-tuning until we get closer to the actual it. And we'll get there. So be kind to yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself, you know. Don't blame yourself. At the end of the day, we are thinking about our children, the babies in our bellies that are just amazing joys. We're feeling them, and also be kind to yourself so that you can enjoy your pregnancy. Like, listen, there are so many things that we go through as women already that are, you know, uncomfortable, and that includes pregnancy. But we have to find the beauty of it all. We have to find the beauty of it, because we are beautiful creatures who are doing beautiful things. Like, this is a beautiful creation. Like, look at our bellies. There is another human being in my belly right now as I'm speaking to y'all, who is being nurtured off of what I give him, who's also receiving the energy that I'm, you know, flowing through my body. And we got to make that positive energy. Love yourself, because before anybody can love you, you have to love yourself. So be kind to yourself before anybody else can be kind. Be kind to yourself. If not for you, for the baby, because you are wonderfully made. You are awesome. You are strong, mama. And I know sometimes we don't want to be strong. I get it. I don't want to be a strong woman. I don't want to be a strong black woman. I don't want to be strong. I get it, but the fact is you are, because to even do what we're doing now requires strength. So you got it. It's in you. Every day, every minute of every day, whether you feel it or not. So feel your feelings, but also be kind to yourself. Number 3. And I also want to give maybe, you know, some tips on that before I go on to number 3. Affirmations, if you're into that, do them. They work for me amazingly. It feels silly sometimes, but stand in front of that mirror and yes, hype yourself up. You are your greatest hype man. Hype yourself the fuck up, girl. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am that bitch. I am gonna go get that bag, and I am not gonna take your... Come on now. For real, shout out to Young Baby Tate. But affirmations, if you like to meditate. If you like to pray through it, because those thoughts are gonna be there, and you just have to remind yourself, hey, it's okay. I feel this type of way, but there's a reason I feel that, and this is what happened. I'm not a victim. I am a human being who played a role in an experience, and I'm going to get through it. And number 3, remove the triggers. Now, this is the more physical, tangible aspect of my 5 points. Remove the triggers. Remove the memorabilia. Remove the energy out of your space. This part might be the more difficult part for some, because it's easy to say, hey, stop thinking about them. But to say, hey, throw away all that is his in your room, in your home, in your car, because it's triggering. you start to realize that, wow, this person's life was really intertwined into mine in a lot more aspects than I may have realized. And again, me relating to the situation because I'm going through it, that was for me. My relationship with my child's father wasn't even, honestly, in terms of length of time, it was a short amount of time, but there are so many things that we, connected on or did for each other that it was just like, it's jewelry, it's music, it's clothing, it's things from places we've been to, it's a lot of pictures in my gallery, it's experiences together in like he of course knows my mother and has been in our home together or whatever, so it's just like, even that, just even the fact that your energy was just here, and I can see or have flashbacks, I should say, like flashbacks or memories of like just little things of like you being right there on my couch, or so you gotta cleanse that energy, y'all. Like, you have to throw it away. If it's really not important, like if it's really not something that, like, I'm not saying someone got your laptop and throw the laptop. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the little things that you're holding on to, that you would only hold on to because you're in a relationship, not because they're really of value and you're using it in your everyday life. Like, you're holding on to ticket stubs from when y'all went to whichever, show. You're holding on to... Let it go, girl. Let it go. I'm telling you, let it go, so that you can invite the new, clear energy into your space, and also just new experiences into your space. You need to release in order to gain. You have to give to get. It's the reciprocity of life. And until you're ready to physically start doing things like that, I feel like it's always going to be even more of a mental hold on you as well. So remove the triggers, and that goes into the next one, which is, and after you remove the triggers, of course, revamp your space. If you want to put something new in there, you need a new a sheet set, change your room around. You need a new car smell because you was used to this one and you just want to switch it. Listen, switch it up, okay? So that goes into number 4, which is do what you love. And there are things that you loved doing without this person before y'all even got together, or before you guys conceived a child, or before you even knew the person, which is not the same as got together, because you could have been friends first, of course, for a while. But whatever you love to do, and not even that, something you love to do while you're with this person, but you just didn't do it as much because certain things change while you're in a relationship. Do that. Get back into your crafts. Get back into what makes your heart skip. Get back into the little quirky, corny things that somebody doesn't know about you that you like to do, I guess. Just get back into it, no matter how ridiculous it may seem, and of course, if it's something you should be doing safely while you're pregnant. If it's like rollerblading or something, I don't know, sis, you might just have to pick up on a new hobby. But just get back into doing things for yourself. Pick up something new. Again, I'm very big on energy and astrology and things like that, so I'm not saying that that's what you have to do, but if you're into that, or if you're open to it, then look up your sacral chakra, which is our creative chakra, and from which all things are created. So that includes our babies, and look up how to get into that more. And it's you'll find things that tell you, you know, do more like arts and crafts and just things to where you're actually creating something. However that goes for you, or if you just need to walk more. If you want to get into something that'll help you prepare for labor more, because I've gotten into 4-7-8 breathing, which is you inhale for 4 seconds, pause for 7, and then release purposefully for 8. And that's been really helping me every morning. Like, I do it outside on my yoga mat with a cup of tea, and I just breathe and breathe and breathe and breathe and realize that with every breath I'm going to be fine. You know, this is life. And also it helps me focus on what's actually important to me, which is, again, my child, and not overthinking things that are not going to help either of us. So, and as I'm breathing, I feel him moving, and then I just tap into connecting with him instead of connecting to negative thoughts and hurt and things that just don't matter right now, once again. Okay, so that was number 4. Number 5 is to, I didn't write number 5. Number 5 is to prepare for labor and delivery. I don't know where you are in your pregnancy journey. I am at 6 months young, 22 weeks, going on 23. And yeah, I'm also like, girl, you got about 3.5, 4 months left. Let's get it together. So if there are things that you have neglected to do, to set up, if your registry ain't set up yet, if you're still working on your baby shower ideas and plans, if you I don't know, like me, are in the process of moving into a new place, if you I don't know, guys, if there's something you need to do for the baby, if you have to physically prepare more, start exercising more. If you wanted to eat better and start a better, you know, dietary regimen, let's start on that. Because the time is a ticking. It feels so long while we're going through it, but then also I look up and I'm like, dang, I am 6 months pregnant. Like, wow, half a year has passed since I conceived. That is crazy. That is insane. That is amazing. It's beautiful, because as slow as it does feel sometimes, I'm happy that, you know, we're getting close, because I can't wait to meet my baby. But start doing those things. It's never too early to prepare. It's never too early to get your mind ready, because whether you've been through it or not, I realize this is my first child, but even with people who've had children before already, it's always kind of a new experience, because the pregnancy can go completely different than your first or second or third. The labor and delivery will go completely different, you know. So just keep preparing and putting way more love into yourself and into the baby, so that, you know, you're replacing that bond that you feel like you've lost, or that void that you feel like you have. Listen, we already got the replacement for it. He or she swimming in there, our little acrobatic swimmers. That's the replacement right there. So again, this was amazing for me. This was therapy for me. This is a long video, y'all. We are at 25 minutes, so hopefully I can chop off a few when I edit it. But thank you guys again so much for watching. Hopefully I helped somebody, you know, just get a little more encouragement, or even if I just made you laugh for 2 seconds, that is fine with me too, because I need that as well when I watch these videos. So thank you for watching. You are strong. Again, you're amazing. You're very much so capable, very much so a queen, goddess, everything, all of that. Yeah, that's us. That glow. You know, get cute and just be you. And I say get cute because, again, we're women. You know, you look good, you feel good, you feel me? But yeah, get cute and be you, and just know that it's not the end of the road. It hurts. I know it hurts. Trust me. I cry a lot. But you also see me in this way because I can't help but to still be excited and happy as well. Like, I can't cry all day, girl. You can't cry all day. You can't cry all day. Not all day. Not all day. Okay? Not all day. Eat good. Go outside, get some fresh air. And we're going to be all right. If you guys have any questions, any comments, any suggestions, again, drop them below in the comments. And I will be back with another video. I ain't going to promise y'all no timeline no more, because clearly I'm working on it. But we'll be back pretty soon. Love y'all. Peace always. Gratitude forever. Out.